Alrighty, guys. Now Kentucky's season, in my eyes, it's come to an end. I'm still going to finish watching the games, but 44-6. That tells me all I need to know about Kentucky. Levis, 3 interceptions, 16 for 27, 98 yards. Rodriguez, 15 carries for 64 yards. There's not much to look at. We scored one time in the first quarter, and after that, Tennessee took charge. Tennessee now ranked number 2 in the country, on their way in the playoffs, it looks like. We'll see, though. We'll see. You know how it goes. But anyway, it is what it is, isn't it? So Kentucky falls, and 5-3 now. Absolute disappointment. Absolute disgrace. I can see them getting beat by Tennessee, but 44-6. You go from a top 10, top 5, what was it, top 5 at one time or something. You go from that to this. This should have been Kentucky's first loss of the season. That's the way I will put it. It should have been their first loss. Absolute disgraceful performance, and that's just how it goes. Of course, the season is over. I know we can talk about going to a little rinky-dink bowl game again. That's great. But the goal, like I've said, as always, is to compete for a national title one time. In my lifetime, that's the goal, is to get in the playoffs and try to win it all. So Kentucky heads to Missouri, playing 4-4 Missouri. Is this game a guaranteed win? No. This team's down and out, I think Kentucky is. I'm not saying they can't rise up. I'm not saying they can't. But they know pretty much that ruined what little chance they had of doing something special. That pretty much ruined it. It's over. It's over. So Kentucky and Missouri. Let's see what Missouri's done this year. They beat Vanderbilt. They beat South Carolina. Florida beat them barely. Georgia. They hung with Georgia there for quite a while. 26-21. Let's see. Auburn beat them. And Kansas State beat them. So I don't really know what to expect this game. I'm going to go into it and just try to enjoy watching it. I think it's going to be a competitive game. I believe 100%. I wouldn't say 100% really. We'll see what happens to Kentucky. I mean, that is it's different when you get beat, close, and you're fighting, you're right there with a chance to win it. Or you lose by, 7 to 10 points. It's a difference when you lose like that versus 38 points. That's a different kind of feeling. And I know the coach said, don't give up on this team. That's what he said in the press conference. He said, don't give up on this team yet. And I'm not giving up on the team. It's just that, when you have a chance to play in the playoffs, which was something that you never would hear somebody at Kentucky say, 5 years ago or whatever years ago, how many years ago, whatever. You have a chance. You lose 2 games you should have won. This should have been Kentucky's first loss. We should have been like, well, Kentucky can still bounce back. But that's over now. That is over. The chance to do anything special is over. And we'll see if I know one thing, this team always does seem, you think they're dead in the water a lot of times, and they seem to come out over the years and do better than what you would expect. I mean, you think they're dead, and then they'll come back and they'll win the rest of their games. But they got to play Missouri, Vanderbilt. They're going to lose to Georgia and play Louisville. So we got 4 games left. We should win 1, 2, 3. So we'll probably split with our luck. We'll probably finish 7-5, 8-5, 7-5, 8-4, something like that. And still a good season, but we went from being ranked to unranked now. That's just a different beast. So I'm still going to support this team. That's what I love so much about college basketball. You make the tournament, anything can happen, because it's all about making that March Madness tournament. And with the football still having limited numbers of people that can get into the playoffs, it's going to be like that for a while. They're expanding it pretty soon, I think. But when they do expand it, it'll bring a lot more excitement to it also. You have more teams with a chance to do something. But overall, I'll say Kentucky. Would not be surprised if they get blown out. I wouldn't be surprised if they blow Missouri out, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was a close game. Either way, I don't know what to expect from this team. I know one thing I can expect. It'll be on TV. So, Saturday at noon. We got noon, and then the last two games are to be announced what time. And we'll see how it goes from here. I'll pick Kentucky to win in a squeaker, like a little squeezing a duck, a squeak like that, like a wet duck, whatever. But I'll pick Kentucky to win. Let's just go 17-14. Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I've lost a lot of interest in it. I'm still going to watch the game. I'll watch every game, of course. But it's hard to watch something when you know you're not going to be playing in the, or have a chance, you know. We had a chance. And is what it is. So we'll see as always. Just imagine if we could have beat, say Kentucky could have had, one loss, and we could have beaten Georgia or Tennessee. One of those two teams. Georgia's been close to getting beat, even by Missouri almost there. So, we'll see. We'll see how we finish out. We'll see if we can go to the Batteries and More Bowl or the Fago Bowl or the Radio Shack Bowl. If they still have Radio Shacks, it'll be something like that. It'll be a store that's been closed. We'll go to one of those bowl games. It might be the Batteries and More Bowl or the Mike's Pet Shop Bowl. It might be something like that. We might get to go to one of those bowls. Or it could be the Joey's Aquarium or Joey's Catfish Bowl. Something like that. Yeah, that's what we need. Another good solid bowl. So anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. As always, thanks for watching, and go Big Blue. We'll see how we finish the season out. We'll see how it goes from here. We'll see you guys as always next time. Have a great day now.